Right here, I have the brand new Infinix Note 60 Pro. There are a couple of really unique and interesting features on this phone, and I do believe that this is a phone you're going to want to take a look at. And that's exactly what we're about to do. But first, let me show you some of the highlight specs. So as you can see, they're using a Qualcomm chipset. It's the 7S Gen 4. They also mentioned this active matrix display. We're about to see that in action in a moment. Also, the battery charging speeds are highlighted here, and their cooling system, which we will put to the test. It does have a 144 Hz 1.5K AMOLED display and a 50 megapixel primary main shooter, which we will test out as well. So let's get this out of the box and get a look at this thing. So on the front of the box, we got a bit more information about this device, and they also highlight the fact that the audio has been tuned by JBL. So now let's see what it comes with. First out the box is this top section, and I've got a feeling we might actually have a protective case with it. This product is licensed by Qualcomm, and this case right here has something I've not seen on a free case before. It looks like it has magnets built into it. And this is actually a hard shell case. It's not one of those flexible silicone ones that we often see thrown in for free with other phones. Here's the phone itself. We're going to put this to one side just for a moment, because I've got a feeling we've got some other stuff that we don't typically see when buying a flagship phone. So the Infinix Note 60 does ship with a charging brick, and it's not just any regular charging brick. This one is in fact a 90-watt charger, and it does have the UK power pins. And last out of the box is this, and I think there is a little surprise for us here as well, because it looks like there's more than just a charging cable in here. And I'm right, there is in fact some wired earbuds. These are fantastic, not just for listening to music and things like that, but also because of the microphone built into them. This will sit much closer to your mouth, so if you are on a conference call or anything like that, and you don't want to hold the phone up to your face, earbuds like this are very useful. And then of course, we're gonna have the USB charging cable. This one is USB-A to USB-C. Okay, now it's time to get a look at the device itself. Let's get this plastic off. So take a look at the back of this phone. This is really quite eye-catching. This color is known as the deep ocean blue, and this is definitely a good color option. I am aware of an orange version of this as well that has a kind of leatherette back to it, so that's very different from this one. Just booting it up for the first time. So this phone has flat sides. There is a key which I do believe you'll be able to map to specific features on the phone. Up top you'll notice the JBL branding and also what appears to be an IR blaster. On the base of the device we have speaker grill, charging port, and then of course the SIM tray. Let's get a little look at the SIM tray. So you can see there is a rubber gasket around this, and this phone does have an official IP64 rating, and this is in fact a dual SIM tray, no expandable memory unfortunately. So we've got that additional button on the left side of the phone, and when we flip it around, there's actually a camera button on the right side, very similar to what we see on the iPhone, and it looks a bit different from the other ones, because I believe that's a capacitive button. You can't actually click it, but it can sense when you're pushing it. Then you've got the power key, which has a silver accent on it, and then you've got the volume rocker just above. And if you're wondering, the frame is in fact metal. Infinix describe it as a premium metal chassis. I believe it's aluminium. And the camera island, it features this kind of large edge-to-edge camera design, which is great for reducing table rock. And if you look closely underneath, you will see this little bit of printed text that says ultra clear 50 megapixel optical image stabilization, AI camera, and it does appear to be a triple camera setup right here. And I really like how Infinix have been inspired by the iPhone's camera module design, but have really switched it up quite a bit. So you've got this metal trim around the outside with this shape. You've got this glass layer on top, which is quite similar to what Apple used to do. And then you have this. There's only one other phone that I've seen with this. And essentially what it is, it's a little LED screen built into the camera module, and it's completely invisible when it's not in use. And this can be used to show real-time weather updates, the time itself, and notification indicators. And for most people, when they see this phone, they will have no idea that it's even there. And something else that's really cool about this dot matrix display is you can actually play some mini games on it. There are 2 pre-installed on the device. So there's 2 ways you can actually play this. You can use the accelerometer to move your ship back and forth, or you can use the buttons on either side. So there's the 1-tap button, and then you've also got the volume rocker on the other side to move the other way. And there's another little hidden element to this phone which I didn't see coming. It's actually around the little depth sensor there. And it's this little aura light, which is really cool. You can use it as a notification light, and you can map it to do various things and even choose the colors of it. So the display on this one is impressive. There's a tiny bezel all the way around, but it's nice and even. There's no ugly chin here. It's a 6.78-inch AMOLED with up to a 144 Hz refresh rate. Obviously, this is going to give you super fluid animations, and it will also be fantastic for gaming on. The resolution here is 1.5K, 1080 by 2436 pixels. Peak brightness up to 2000 nits, which is going to be incredibly bright. And it also supports eye comfort features like PWM 2160 Hz dimming. This essentially reduces flicker to reduce strain on your eyes. And if you're wondering, it does have a pre-installed screen protector, as well as an under-display optical fingerprint scanner. Going back to the cameras real quick, we have a 50 megapixel primary camera. They actually call this a night master camera, and it does support optical image stabilization. There is a second camera here. It's an 8 megapixel ultra wide, and then that is accompanied by a 2 megapixel depth sensor, which also doubles up as a macro. The selfie camera on this one is actually 50 megapixels, which is kind of crazy for a selfie camera. And as you can see, it's got the AI cam there, which it kind of defaults to straight away. So now let me show you some camera samples real quick. Maximum video quality on this one is 4K 30 frames per second, and you're hearing the mic pickup on this phone as well. Let me know what you think of the quality of this video footage you're seeing right now. So let's talk about speed and power. The battery built into this one is a silicon carbon 6500 milliamp hour battery. Wired charging speeds here are up to 90 watts, and there's also fast wireless charging speeds here of up to 33 watts. And because it ships with this case with the magnets built in, this means you can use Qi 2 wireless charging pucks and things like that with this phone. Now, one of the concerns people might have when it comes to newer battery tech like the silicon carbon battery and these faster charging speeds is the lifespan of the battery. And Infinix promise you up to 6 years battery lifespan with this phone. And reverse, wired and wireless charging are supported on this device. All right, let's talk about the software. So this is running on XOS 16, which has that kind of liquid glass Apple design to it. But of course it is Android, and because this phone is slightly more affordable, you will find some bloatware pre-installed on the device, which does mean you'll have to spend a little bit of time getting rid of that. All of the animations are super fluid, and even the quick settings panel here looks really quite slick, and I like the way that animates. And because it is Android, of course, you can go and customize this a lot if you want to. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, this phone has a Snapdragon chip, which compared to the previous Note 50 is kind of a beast because the GPU performance has increased by 210% and the CPU is 78% faster. All right, now let's do a little sound test for these JBL speakers. So volume levels are good, bass levels are good. It's definitely competitive with an iPhone, and you won't be disappointed with the sound quality here. And of course it is 2026, so you've got loads of AI features. There's an entire section here within the settings that shows you all of the things you can do with this phone using AI. There is so much to do on this phone that I might actually make a tips and tricks guide Do let me know if you want to see that. And while the Snapdragon 7S Gen 4 is going to be fantastic for everyday use and AI tasks, it's also going to be brilliant for gaming and to enhance the gaming experience on this particular phone. Infinix have thrown in a 3D ice core cooling system, which is essentially an advanced vapor cooling chamber to keep temperatures low so you can play games at the phone's peak performance for longer durations without thermal throttling. Okay, after one entire PUBG game, beginning to end and placing first, let's do a quick thermal scan to see how good this cooling system really is. So as you can see, the temperatures during that pretty long gaming session only reached up to 36.5 degrees. Typically phones start to throttle at around 38 to 40 degrees, and we didn't get close to that. And you can see the hottest spot right here is actually where that dot matrix display is in the top right corner. And then you can also see there's this kind of loop in the middle. I've never seen this before during one of these tests, and it actually makes me think that there are in fact magnets inside the phone as well. We'll have to test it out, but you can see the spread of the heat is reaching all the way to the bottom pretty quickly, and that's also a good sign that the cooling system is doing what it's supposed to be doing and spreading the heat out to get rid of it more quickly. Okay, so I've got some magnetic paper here. Let's see if there are in fact magnets inside, whether that was just the charging coil. Yeah, that was just the charging coil, and what you can see right there is the little speaker component. So yeah, no magnets. That is in fact the charging coil just heating up there a little bit. So this has been a quick look at the Infinix Note 50 Pro. I'm gonna have to play around with this matrix display because it looks like there's a lot of stuff you could do here with this. And yeah, this is definitely a cool feature that separates this phone from the competition. Let me know what you think of this one. I appreciate you guys watching, and remember to subscribe. And if you've just done that, you are now one of the finest subscribers known to man. And I'll see you in the next one. Don't be late.